Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Handstay something you can feel up. Wearing jackets. We are ready now together. At this time, the world gets a very big problem, namely with the arrival of a virus that shook the world. Yes, what we can call the COVID-19 virus. With the arrival of the COVID-19 virus, it has changed a lot of activities around the world, including countries that have beloved the country of Indonesia. And an example of an activities that have been changed on a large scale is school education throughout Indonesia. What does the book mean in a big way? Namely, by implementing on online learning. Online? What is online? Online is school learning activities that is carried out only at home, which is the online material. We can only get it through communication tools. For example, and all. Ladies and gentlemen, then an explanation of the moral quality of student. The moral quality of student at school before the implementing of online learning. The level of student discipline is very weak. The rules at school, the lack of students who have bad intention when in school, such as skipping lesson, even skipping school. Then the weak level of respect for fellow student, even teacher at school. So what is the really negative impact from online learning? Oh, of course, there are even a lot of negative impact from the online learning. The example is the minimum level of handstay of student. What's the point? The meaning is handstay of a student to parents at home or teacher at school is very minimal. The lack of student handstay level, for example, is a student said goodbye to parents at home with the excuse of going to school. Without his parents knowing, the student spent his time playing with his friends on behalf of the school. Then a student asks for money to buy a quota for the reason or studying or to do an assignment at the school, which is down online. Unbeknown to his parents, the quota was used for less important things. Yes, for example, playing online games, spending time with TikTok application, and so on. This is happened a lot among school students during the current pandemic. Now from here, we know that Indonesia is not doing it. Because during this pandemic, the world of education in our country is full of problems. Online learning that was applied during the pandemic. I did not find the right and right solution in dealing with the moral quality of students. Therefore, we ask the nation, next generation of youth. The generation faced with the pandemic must be able to shape our own character and motivate ourselves to avoid the possibility that occurs from the negative impact of online learning. In addition, parents must always accompany their children in online learning while continuing to quit and mobilize, and the teacher and the school are obliged to provide direction and educate their students in online learning. Don't just give a assignment without explaining. At the school, the school doesn't care if the student has ever entered online learning or didn't collect a assignment given. For our participants, let's start with ourselves to fix out existing problems. Hopeful Indonesia will recover. And all of us students in Indonesia can study school as usual. Play with friends at school, meet all the teachers we miss. That the speak I can deliver. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.